Hi everyone. Today is June 8th. We just passed 2 months now, and yeah, this week was good. This week, I guess it won't be as perfect as previous weeks, but it was still very good. The main thing that happened this week was just I was with way more people this week, which was a great thing, but it kind of just threw me more off balance compared to previous weeks where I was mainly by myself. I was with a few people at this house, but when I started this journey, it was during quarantine, so it was all by myself, so I didn't really have to schedule my day around other people. So this week was kind of an adjustment on that because I pretty much hung out with a group of people several times this week, but it was still worth it. I still enjoy all my times with my friends, but it makes it a little more challenging to actually get the work done, I guess you could say. Or it's just more challenging now because it's just more new to me. I never really had to juggle the obstacle of like being with friends and then also getting work done. But I think I'm developing, I guess, a template you could say on how to do this. So having my daily journal has been great so far. And then I added this 100-year plus method called the Ivy Lee method, where you pretty much just put in the 6 most important tasks every night and you put in an order from most important to least important, and then you don't move on to the second task until you finish the first one, and so on. So it kind of just makes it so whatever is the most important task is first. And that method's been good so far. I've just done it for a few days, so I can't really give a big review on it yet, mainly because during those few days I've been with people pretty much all day, and we've been doing a lot of fun stuff like being outside playing tennis, the pool, all that stuff. But previously I pretty much would have all hours to myself and really be able to do as much work as possible, because I realized that I need to do all this work because I kind of want to make this journey, make it more of a reality. And I'm on the path to doing it. But there's a struggle between getting the work done, getting as much work done, and kind of just like enjoying the process, I guess you could say. Where I think I need to, it's not this pressure that I have, but I feel like I need to do a lot in a day when I really don't need to do that much. I feel like if I'm not doing all the tasks I created, then it's not really as good of a day, but that's not really the case. But there are definitely days where I wish I did more work. And I think that's just me being hard on myself, which is honestly a good thing. It's good that I want to get more work done. I think I really just I see like the end goal of doing all these videos, doing the habits, just doing everything with the blog and just my life. I can like see the end goal, so I'm kind of just trying to work as hard as I can to get to that end goal as quickly as possible. Pretty much enjoy the journey while I'm on the road to the end goal. It's kind of just what I have to focus more on instead of I feel like I would critique myself a lot on, oh, I should have done this more, I should have done this in this certain way. I think it's just easy to self-critique yourself, and I think there's a fine line with it. I think it's good to critique yourself some, but to critique every action is definitely not helpful. And it wasn't like I was not enjoying my time with my friends, because I had a great time. It was nice to see all my friends. But if you critique yourself all the time, you're going to be like, why am I hanging out with friends when I could be doing work that's more productive, which isn't the right thing to do. But I do think there is a fine line with it, because when I know I'm hanging out with friends, okay, it should be like, okay, I have 2 hours, 3 hours before I have to hang out with them, and then I have 2, 3 hours after. Like, let's put those times to good use. When I did with the morning, but then the afternoon, we just did something else. They just stayed longer or whatnot. So it's kind of, now I'm have to juggle pretty much my schedule with other people's schedule, which is just something that I'll work on and figure out. It's just funny that it wasn't really a thing because we've been on lockdown for like now 3 months or so. And really the first 2.5 months, I wasn't with a single person. So that's when I started this whole journey, and it was much easier, honestly. I had all the time that I wanted to do, and like I had all the time that me specifically wanted to do, versus now I still have a lot of free time, but a lot of my free time is like, what do we want to do? Which isn't a bad thing. It's just something that you have to figure out. I'm like analyzing myself way more than I have in the past, but I think it's a good thing. I think juggling multiple priorities is kind of what's needed. Like juggling the priority of the 7 habits and doing all the content while juggling all my friends and all that stuff, and then juggling like a romantic relationship once that happens. So it's just something that you have to work with. It's something that you adapt every single day and just get better. So it's definitely, I don't really think there's like a direct question on like how to do this. I just think it's something that slowly, the more I have to juggle these things, I'll see like what works. I guess the one thing I realize is that I value my time so much that in certain situations when I'm hanging out with people that I don't really want to be hanging out with, I can just leave. I don't have to waste my time if I don't want to. But the inverse is that I really appreciate my time with my good friends, that I really enjoy their company. So it's more, this journey has made me more appreciative on that. And like I'm fully present when I'm with my friends and talking. Like I'm not, in the past I would probably be with them, but like all of us would just be on our phones living in our own worlds. But now that's not the case. Now all I want to do is just talk about different things going on. Pretty much just things that excite me. I feel like now there's certain topics that I would read about and just let that be in the past. But now like I would love to just discuss some of these thoughts that I have. And many of my friends also enjoy those thoughts, but this is just something that I'll start having to meet new people that have similar thoughts and honestly similar hobbies as me. I was reading how a lot of the people that you're friends with are either friends from like school or from work, but I don't really have friends that have the same hobbies as me. Like I've never met a friend, I mean I have, but I don't really have friends that I've met from doing a hobby. So I think that's a very interesting thing, because if you meet someone over a shared hobby, then you clearly have a shared passion with them. So I already know if someone was interested in all these habits, that we would be able to talk about stuff forever, because I'm talking to myself right now about these habits. So clearly I could talk about these habits and other stuff related with the 7 daily habits with anyone. So it's definitely, I guess, more exciting. I was writing the other day about like how I should meet more new people. This thing that I came up with was pretty much, how long do you think it takes to meet 100 new people? Pretty much 100, I said 100 new hellos, but I think a better characteristic would be 100 new introductions where you actually say your name and they say their name, because that's a further level of a conversation, where it's just a simple hello could just be someone that you buy a coffee from. So I don't think it's the same level. But I realized that I need to pretty much meet new people. And I think meeting people with a shared hobby is a very good way to meet new friends. You guys will have many things in common if you're obsessed with that hobby. Right now, times kind of throw things out of balance, I guess you could say. But it's more, this is stuff that I'm starting to realize is a bigger focus. And then once kind of the world gets back to normal, then it's like, okay, like these are stuff that I really have to focus on. Like I really have to meet new people, and especially meet new people that have similar interests as me. And I think this is one of the benefits of social media, and I don't really think there's many benefits, but social media, it's so easy to find similar people like you that have similar interests. Like I'm already starting to meet new people from social media regarding that. But I do think it's a perfect place to even meet more new people. I'm not saying you should live strictly by social media and meeting people, but it's just one of the positives I think there are of social media. I think social media is so awful, but there are positives from it. It's kind of like the same thing with the phone. I think having a phone is honestly an awful thing, but if you know how to use it and you use it to your benefit, then it can be a great thing. So it's kind of just how you view stuff and how you use it can determine if something's beneficial or not for you. So I think I'll just end it on this. I think these videos I kind of want to make a little shorter, and I have started to work on just new videos and different stuff that's not like these weekly updates, but it's a new process for me, so it is taking longer than I want to, but it's something that over time, the first video will take 10 days, the second video will take a week, the third video will take 5 days. It's just something that over time gets better along with everything else I do. So it's something that I don't need to be upset about, like, oh, I didn't do it in 5 days and I said we're doing 5. Like, it's all new to me, so I shouldn't really know how long something will take me. All I know is that if the first one took me this long, then I should try to see if I can do better than that. And you might not. You might add stuff that's new that takes you longer to do. It's pretty much just getting better every single time you do something. That's pretty much how you're in a better place, honestly. That's the reason why I added the hobby into the habits, because it's just so natural to progressively grow with the hobby. And that's kind of just doing something new and getting better every time translates to everything in your life, as you see, like with making videos. So let's end it there. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the future videos that I put out. So make sure to like and subscribe this video, and subscribe to see all the future videos that I'm doing. So again, have a good day, and I'm out. Peace.